Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a comparison on these two contour palettes, the one from Kat Von D and the one from Anastasia Beverlyhills. It's basically like a mini review of each contour palette. I do have an old review on the Anastasia Beverlyhills palette. It is an old review, but if you guys want to check that video out, I'll put the link below so you guys could check that out. So this video was requested to see which one I prefer, so if you guys want to know which one I like the best and why, just keep on watching. So I'm going to start with the Anastasia Beverlyhills palette. The reason why I'm going to start with this one because actually Anastasia was the first company that came out with the contour palette. I'm pretty sure she was the first one, and since she came out with the contour palette, a lot of companies started coming out with contour palette. Overall, she was the first company that came out with the palette like this. So this is how the palette looks like. It's kind of like a booklet, and it is kind of I wouldn't know how to explain the material. It's kind of like, I guess, made of like paper, but kind of hard. So even if you were to drop it, the product inside, it won't break. I have dropped it a couple of times and nothing has happened. So when you open it, this is how it looks like. In the back it says, sculpt and define your features with this powder is designed to contour and highlight. It doesn't really give you the name of the colors in the palette. So that's one thing that I don't like, because if you wanted to find out the colors that it has, you either have to go inside the you either have to go to the website and see what colors they are, or you could also take them out of the package. So these are magnets, and in the back it'll say the name. So that's the only way that you could basically find out what colors they are. I'm gonna tell you guys the name of the colors. So this is Vanilla, Banana, Sand, Java, Fawn, and Havana. So those are the names. I have to actually, like I said, go to the website and write down the names because I wasn't sure what they were. So basically it has 3 highlighters and then it has 3 contour colors. So this contour palette, it is the original contour palette, the first one that Anastasia came out with. This one is, I believe, the light to medium, because now she has I think 3 different contour palettes. Also, since this one's come out, she actually sells all of the colors separate, and she came out with more contour colors and then also highlight colors. So if you guys don't like this palette, you could always customize it with the colors that you want that will go more with your skin tone. But this one, it is the original one. What I do like about this palette that they do come out since they're magnet. So what I like about that is basically, like, once I finish with color Banana, and if I want to buy another one, I don't have to buy the whole palette again. I could just buy the single color, just put it in my palette, and I'll be all set. So that's a good thing about that she does sell every color individual. So these colors are not that powdery, which basically what that means is that it doesn't have like a lot of powder loose when you grab it with your brush. So you basically have to grab more product to work with. That's something that I don't like, because you have to constantly keep on putting your brush to grab more color. And what happens is when you do that, sometimes it'll look like it won't blend good because you're applying so much color, especially when I'm using this color in the middle to contour and I want to contour. Sometimes it just leave me like a harsh line, because since I have to put more and more product, and when I want to blend it, it just doesn't blend that good for me. I don't know if it's just me, but that's something that I don't like about her palette anymore. I mean, I still use it for my clients. I'm just a little bit more careful when I'm applying the color, but I honestly don't like that I have to keep on grabbing more, and that is takes me longer to blend. So that's something that I don't like. Well, it is really pigmented, but see, when I grab the color, it doesn't really leave like a lot of powder. So basically it's you have to constantly grab more and more. So overall, this palette, it is really good. The price for it, it is a reasonable price. Most of the contour palettes are going around 40 to, I don't know, 60 bucks. It depends what company. Overall, this palette, it is good. The only thing, like I said, it is kind of hard to blend, so that's something that I don't like. But you do have to work a little bit more hard to blend this palette. So now let's get started to my next palette, which is gonna be the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light. As you guys could see, I have used this palette so much because the letters are already coming off. Even from the back, the names are coming off. It's just that it's been through a lot with me. So basically the same thing with this one. This one is like a booklet too. It opens like this. It is like a hard, like I said, like almost like hard paper. I honestly don't know how to explain it, but basically when you open it, it does come with the big mirror, which is really good because if you're gonna travel with it and you need a mirror, you already have your big mirror here. And the same concept with this palette is that you have 3 highlighters on the top and you have 3 contour colors on the bottom. So as you guys could see, I use this palette a lot because I already hit pan in both of these colors, so they are my favorite colors. So this one, it does have the names on the back and they're faded already, so let me see if I could try reading them for you. So this one's Lucid, Lyric, Elevation, Sombre, Shadow Play, Spacious. I hope I did pronounce the names correctly. I'm not really good at pronouncing the names, and like I said, they are faded from the back. So this one I believe is going for $46 around there, and Sephora, that's where I got it. And I'll leave the link below too so you guys could check it out. So honestly, this palette has been my baby. This to me is my holy grail, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. The colors are really pigmented too, but they are really powdery. So when you grab the color, I mean, I don't know how, if you guys could see when I grab the color, and they are really, like I said, they are really pigmented but really powdery. And what I like about that is basically they feel so creamy when you touch it with your fingers, and even when you grab it with your brush, it just blends so nicely that you don't even have to struggle like with the Anastasia Beverlyhills one, that you have to basically go back and forth. This is the palette that I use to contour my cheeks right now, so that's what I have. And like I said, it has been my favorite palette of all times. So as you guys see, these 2 colors already hit pan because they are my favorite colors, and I use it every day. When I talk about every day, I mean every day. Colors I really don't care for either, just because this one is like a pinky tone, and like I said, I don't like having those kind of pinky tones under my eyes. I usually go more with like the cream kind of yellow color. They don't have shimmer, they are fully matte, so you guys could use this one. I think it will look nicer maybe for someone that is a little bit darker tone than me. It might look nicer, but to me I feel like it's not. I just don't care for them. So the one in the middle is like my banana powder, or even nicer, and since it's so creamy, it's so nice to work with. I basically use this every time to highlight under my eyes, like every time. That's what I have right now under my eyes, and I just love it so much. Like I don't even know how to explain, to the point that they're just so soft and creamy, the colors. Kat Von D did a really good job on this palette, like really good. So I do use these 2 colors the most. I never use this color even though it has a couple dents. I don't know what happened there, but this one, it has more like the gray tone. So usually, like I said, with gray tones, that's what I like to do to contour. And this one, I like to use it as bronzer. That's why this one, you guys could see, is hit pan already, because I use this a lot, and this one I use it minimum, just when I want to contour. So I do love this palette. The only thing I don't like about this palette, that these colors don't come out. So basically, once I'm really done with these 2, I have to go buy a new palette. I just can't buy the single colors that I like. And that's something that I don't like, because it is inconvenient, because you do have to spend more money instead of just buying your favorite colors. So that's the only bad thing I could say about this palette. Honestly, everything about the palette besides that I love and enjoy, and like I said, it's so easy to blend. So overall, when it comes to the 2 palettes, I'm pretty sure you guys already know which one I prefer, which is the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light. Honestly, like I said, this is my baby, this is my holy grail. I could not live without this palette. I haven't found anything that compares to this palette, that it has the contour colors as creamy as it is. I do love my Anastasia Beverlyhills. I use it for my clients. I'm still gonna keep on using it, but if it was to get lost or something was to happen to it, I wouldn't really care for it. But if this was to get lost, I'll be like really mad about it. Either way, I do have to go buy a new one because, like I said, I already hit pan. So I hope this review was helpful for you guys. It helped you guys decide which one you guys want to purchase between these two palettes. So like I said, this one I prefer the most. I honestly think it's worth the money, even though it's a little bit more expensive than the one from Anastasia Beverlyhills. When it comes to the palette, the colors, the formula, and everything is really worth it. Like honestly, I'll give you a nice contour or it give you a nice highlight. So overall, like I said, yeah, this is my favorite one. If you guys did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this, that you want me to compare an item to another item, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that for you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe, please. Any other makeup tutorials you guys want to see, also leave in the comments below. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching.